welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our show. My name is Augustina Anyanwu, and I'm here to welcome my co-host by the name
Glory, Ezemma. Welcome to our show. So we have a topic today. Our topic today will be charity work in Nigeria and in Africa, and things that we can do to help our people. I know we have talked about all the financial waste and everything, but now it's time for us to spring into action and things that we can do to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. Many of us have been in the Western world, and we see that a lot of people donate things. And most of the time they have like places that they bring out what they don't need anymore. So, and that's how they do their best, like I said, in terms of bridging the gap, so that at least people that do not have a lot of money can always come out there and then pick things at a very, very small price, or even take it free based on needs. So these are things that we wanted to, give a lot of insight on what we have to do to bring out our waste, so that our waste can always be something useful for other people, because they said one man's trash is another man's treasure. So my friend, how are we going to go about with charity work and trying to get our people to bring out what they don't need anymore, so that other people can benefit from it?
My dear, that's a very good point that you have this moment, because some of us, like we rightfully put it earlier, we have surplus in our trunk boxes and every other place, and sometimes some of us are afraid to give it to people around because of that stigma that okay, if you give it, they're going to take a piece of it and go to the native doctor or the witch doctor, and then you'll be dead by tomorrow.
Africa, I wish.
So this was the belief, and sometimes maybe those carrying that rumor don't have that heart to give, and they're not going to let others that have the heart to give. All they have to do is just to block it. Yes. Especially it can be two women, married to two brothers. This one don't want you to give, so that they don't look at her as somebody who is mean. They can say, "Oh, you want to go give? Go give." And then they will tell you something negative that will happen when you give. Now my friend have stated that we can even have a central place called like a donation center. Over here we have them as Red Cross or
thrift store, or it comes in
you have different
Goodwill
names, or Goodwill.
Yes, where I live they have one that's called Goodwill.
And they have a Salvation Army here. So what they do, mainly how they get their products are, if you're moving from where you live or you're relocating, that is, you don't want no more. You don't want to take it with you. You take it to them, so that people of low income, or anybody, even if you're wealthy, if you want to get particular things, you can go there, but they're going to charge you a small amount as to keep the place going, as to put the light on. And sometimes, let's say people are being displaced due to one thing or the other. It could be fire, it could be any other thing. It could be any other natural disaster. You go there, you will make sure you have some bed, you will have bed, anything you need to keep your house, to put in your house, you will get it there free. So I think our request today is that those that have surplus, and you don't want to give it to somebody that you know for that fear of anything happening to you, you can call on us, you can email us, you can, so that we have a place where you can go and drop it. But we don't pay. We're not going to pay you for dropping your used clothes for people. So that's I believe that's what we are asking, and we will take both from men and women, whatever, little children, anything any human being can live with, parts, anything in the kitchen, from the kitchen to the living room to the bedroom. So I think with that we can be able to help those that cannot afford it. Right?
Thank you so much. Yes, I like what you said, my friend. Because actually that's something that you pointed out that I like. You said sometimes when people want to donate, they have this stigma that when we give this to somebody, they will use it for something. But my question is this, my fellow Nigerians. If we're afraid of giving people our used clothes, What about the okreka? What about the used clothes that we buy?
You mean the Bendam boutique?
That's what it's called?
Yes.
Bendam boutique.
Bendam boutique. The one they go from here, they buy it from here.
Exactly.
And then they brought it home. Then some of them are not from here anyway, because I've seen some. And I know that it's not from over here. So most Bendam boutique, yeah, you're
exactly.
right.
So, I mean, people use those and nothing happens to them. And sometimes we don't even know who the owners are. So, because another thing that I just remembered is that as much as we want to donate, we have to tell people in Nigeria too, that to accept donation does not mean that you're the poorest person in the world. And even if you,
Yes.
I mean, like we said, if we establish the donation center, which we're in the process of doing, we'll get one in Imo State, where we come from. And then we are encouraging other people, like the governors' wives in all the states. They can establish like donation centers everywhere in all the states, so that people that have a lot can always come out. Like I said, use clothes, like anything at all. It could be money, it could be shoes, it could be boxes, it could be furniture, so that people that are a little bit low privileged can be able to go there, like my friend said, and purchase those things with very small price, or even get it free based on need. And so what I was saying before is that people in Nigeria, we shouldn't be ashamed of accepting gifts, because we have this stigma that, oh, why do I have to use what somebody else used? But let me tell you this, in the Western world, it's very common. Like my friend said, when someone is moving, they bring out what they have in the house. Maybe they're relocating to another state. And then people can go in there, we buy the furniture. Sometimes they call it moving cell or garage sell. And then you pick
estate sell,
exactly. So you pick up things that you need. That's true. So it's not something shameful to buy something that somebody else brought out. If that's what you can afford at that time, you can use it. And then when you become rich, or get to a higher status, then you can always buy brand new things. In that case, you can at least save some money to be able to feed your family until you climb the ladder of success. So that's our advice today. And with our subsequent episodes, we're going to, give you addresses where you can donate, bring out everything that you don't need, so that the less privileged among us can always have a place to have something that they need. So once again, this is a very short episode, and we thank you. And I think if we start doing what we just mentioned in terms of charity work in Africa and donation, we'll be able to lift a lot of people up to a certain standard. And then the gap between the rich and the poor will be a little bit narrower. So thank you so much. My friend, do you have any other thing to add?
No, I thank our listeners, and please subscribe and keep us going, because without you we cannot be doing this. So we appreciate each and every one of you.
Amen. And thank you for all your positive comments. Looking forward to see you again next week.
Yes, and once again we thank you for taking your time to watch this episode. And don't forget to make comments. We read each and every one of them, and that encourages us one more time. Thank you, and you have a blessed week.